The iPhone and Android operating systems analysis. The most iconic product for which Apple is known today is the iPhone, a series of smartphone lines, first introduced in 2007. It is also well known that a distinct feature of iPhone smartphones is the iOS or iPhone operating system. Nevertheless, before the iPhone and its OS were introduced, a company that dominates smartphone OS systems, Android, was founded. Currently, the smartphone industry is split into two camps: Android and iOS, both of which are significantly different in their affordability, interface, hardware, and applications. However, the main difference lies in the variety of manufacturers available and the associated consequences. Android technology is an open-source product that allows engineers to incorporate it into various types of platforms. Consequently, the range of Android-based products is vast, and besides smartphones, the OS powers tablets, computers, laptops, and media players. Hence, it is evident that numerous different companies design and manufacture Android devices. On the other hand, the iOS system is limited in its application to Apple products such as iPhone, iPad, and iPod. Apple's concerns about its intellectual property are great. As a result, development of iOS is not available to third parties. Consequently, this aspect manifests itself in the difference in the level of customization available. Android smartphones are generally more customizable, as the interface which is seen by the end user could be changed in practically any imaginable way with the installation of a brand new interface or the creation and adoption of personally designed interfaces. iOS is significantly limited in this aspect, as the apps which are configured as default are not replaceable. However, third-party applications could still be used, but not as the default programs. However, the customization is not limited to the internal program interface. Design is the key feature of Android devices, as the OS is available to everyone. Numerous smartphone manufacturers produce smartphones of different sizes, form factors, and hardware. Consequently, iOS smartphones are limited to 29 different iPhones, while by 2015, Android inhabited over 24,000 varieties of devices. In terms of battery life and charging capacity, the hardware that manufacturers use varies greatly. Some of the Android smartphones, such as Vivo IQ007, offer the fastest phone charging devices in existence, which allows full recharge from 0 to 100% in under 20 minutes. At the same time, the average charging time for iPhone 12 is approximately 2 hours, despite having a lower battery capacity than Vivo IQ007. The smartphone market is expanding exponentially as a result, as new niche products being developed. For example, smartphones are used for gaming, media production, and more, where hardware is essential. Android smartphones target these segments, with such companies as Asus launching the line of gaming smartphones, or ROG phones. Asus ROG is a brand that specializes in manufacturing gaming products. The smartphones of the brand contain top-notch processing hardware, high refresh rate displays, and additional trigger buttons for an improved gaming experience. iPhones are not as specialized because production targets the general needs of the customers and is much more subtle. On account of affordability and inclusion, Android and iOS demonstrate similarly great differences in variety. Nevertheless, the iPhone remains a premium product compared to Android devices, the price range for which is generally low due to the aforementioned contrast of variety. Currently, the price for the base model of the latest iPhone 12 is $800, the cheapest iPhone SE 2020 costs $400, while it is possible to encounter brand new Android for under $100 and over $2,000. This reaffirms the general affordability of Android devices, which is often a lucrative point during smartphone purchase. In conclusion, Android and iOS continue their rivalry in the smartphone market and beyond. Even though Android phones continue to engulf the major portion of the industry due to the numerous companies utilizing the product, the success of iOS is apparent. Despite the limitations that follow iOS-powered utilities such as design variety, affordability, customizability, and hardware, it retains over a quarter of the market share. This demonstrates that the product quality of iOS devices is high and sought by a considerable number of customers worldwide. Nevertheless, the function of the two operating systems remains one: to provide customers with the tools to utilize the phone to its full potential.